Welcome. Right, lads, we're busy tomorrow. We got 4 interesting runners. I'll come to them in a second. If you're new to the channel, lads, please subscribe, smash the like, and yeah, if you're after tips, daily winning tips at that. 2 winners again today so far after me 2 winners yesterday. So nice to have 2 up in the lucky. We still have 1 to come, a super lover, and he's after being back from like a good price into near favourite. So I think we were on him at 7-1. We look, there's money for him, so we might have a massive score off that lucky yet if we can get the third one up. Nice to get Sound Reasons winning, well backed, went off 13-8. And then the other horse of Ryan Moore's in the first as well winning. So look, in the first at Sandown, I just thought he held off a horse the last day that was chucked in, so I thought, well, he has to be better than the £2 rise. However, it did look a tricky handicap, but he won very easy. Right, I then had one selection in the first race in Yarmouth, but that drifted, lads, from favourite out to 12-1. So look, there's nothing we can do there. Lovely profile coming into the race. However, a drift like that put us off. Right, tomorrow, lads, we've some interesting runners here. I'll make a case for them in a second. I had 2 selections on the Patreon service today. 1 non-runner and 1 horse ran very well, to be fair. Just beaten. I think the jockey could have been a bit more aggressive to get to that, over to the rail, towards the rail. He was kind of riding him like he wanted to win on the line, real cosily and cheekily. And he's on a horse £20 well handicapped. And then he ends up, there's a horse on the rail, but then he ends up letting a horse come between him and the horse on the rail. So, he's beating nothing. But anyway, ran a cracker. But look, solid day overall, 2 great winners. And if Super Lover can win, we'll have a massive profit. And even if it places, we'll have a real good profit. Right, we might have 3 out of 4 in the lucky, fingers crossed. Right, on to tomorrow. I have got a couple, there's 3, well, I actually write down the other one before I forget them. There's 3 horses for the Patreon service for me tomorrow. Now, lads, they're not massive prices, but I'd be disappointed. I mightn't play it. There's 1 question mark for me. There's 2 I'm definitely playing. 1's a question mark. They're not massive prices, but I expect them to win. Right, I'll leave that. That's for the Patreon service tomorrow. Right, we can't have massive prices every week. The last few weeks we've been spoilt with good prices. But yeah, the value is just at the head of the market tomorrow. Let's hope they don't let us down. Right, on to tomorrow for YouTube. Right, the 4:35 at Brighton. Now I want to give this Cool Vixen a chance. I know the favourite's short and he's coming in off the back of a really good run. And, he could be hard to beat, whatever. But Cool Vixen is by Dandy Man, and she's out of a one cool cat mare. So there's a lot of pace here, and I think she's a fine big mare. So the drop back and trip. And I think Robin Brislin has great record down around the likes of Brighton and Bath and places like that. So she runs in Brighton. So at 4-1, I want to go a point win that maybe she can control the race a bit. I think the favourite likes to take his time. So maybe she can get first run on the favourite. Will that be good enough? Who knows? But she's definitely unexposed at this trip. And I won't be back in the favourite at 4-5. He can win skate in all he wants. But yeah, I'd sooner give a chance to a 4-1 shot that could improve for the trip. Right. Little disappointing the last day, but a good run before that. But she was a fine big heavy mare, so she could improve after the 2 or 3 runs, because she was off for a year. So maybe it just take her a couple of runs to figure it out. Anyway, right, then we move on to Haydock. The 6:55 of Haydock. Hello Jumeirah or something like that. This is a Simon Christopher filly. Kieran Fallon is on board. Now, draw a line through Chester, forget about it. Didn't happen. All right, just we don't have to say no more. A lot of horses go to Chester, it doesn't happen. But they think she won on debut, and I get the feeling that they really like this filly, really like her. So I think if we can forgive her the last run, she might be a cracking bet tomorrow at 2-1. So hello Jumeirah or whatever it is, 6:55 a Haydock. She's beautiful filly, lads. And I think back on a conventional track, we could see a good one tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Right, then in the 8.25 of Haydock, Macho Pride, a pint each way at 5-1. Only a pound higher when touched off here the last day. Arguably unlucky not to win. He had to angle left. Well, to be fair, the jockey just 2 down. The jockey just angled out left the last day and tried to come up the inner with a clear. But I thought if he'd came through horses, if he was going well, if he just set for a minute till it opened up, he'd have won. I've no doubt he'd have won. So he's a pound higher, Macho Pride in the 8.25. Ben Haslam doing well with his flat horses this year. So definitely an interesting sprinter off these kind of marks. A pint each way, 5-1. Then we go to the last one of the day. I think Richard Fatty's horse, I think it's the last race, I'll get the time, is a Fylde Coadt or something like that. It's running in Pontefract. I think it could be the last race. Now, it's an interesting race and there's lots of horses unexposed, but this horse definitely is unexposed, and ran okay the last day, left on the same mark, and we could see a good step forward. So let's hope she can run well. Fylde Coadt by Birchwood, I think 11-4. Right, there's another interesting horse, lads. It's not a betting proposition tomorrow, but did anyone see, it's in the 7:30 in Pontefract, Bridge. This yoke, lad, looks an airplane on debut. So look, it's 4-11 tomorrow, but just watch it. Let's see, is it the real deal? John Quinn looks to have a really good filly on her hands. I'm sure she'll run here and probably back up in Royal Ascot or somewhere like that. But yeah, let's see what she does tomorrow. Looked fucking special on debut. Alright, that's the 4 for tomorrow, lads. Make sure and subscribe to the YouTube, and yeah, enjoy. Alright, let's hope Super Lover brings up a treble on the each way Lucky 15.